Hi there, everyone. My name is Christian Eschbach, and welcome to Confessions of a Domestic Engineer. And this episode marks the first of a multi part series where I'm going to talk about some subjects related to men, women, dating, BS. Oh man, the world's gotten ugly. So, with this one, this particular episode, I'm going to start with. Where should I start with? I mean, I did the episode on my ex, so you can always go back and rewatch that one, why it is an ex. Um, this particular episode, I want to talk about, some of the channels I watch online. And I do watch a lot of the MGTOW, the MGTOW. I don't know how I'm going to get flagged, possibly, because I hear there's flagging for saying it. The men go their own way. I watch a lot of those videos. And I don't watch those videos because I fall into that category. I watch those videos because I like to see where I already know where the we'll call it the third wave feminist side goes with it, so I like to see where the other side of where the guys are going with it. You got to have that balance, right? And there's a lot of stuff that they talk about in there. I personally myself, I understand the concept of why so many men are doing their own thing now and just kind of saying screw it to relationships. And let me explain where I'm coming from there. After I left the ex, because we hit a point where we were not compatible at all. You know, we had a relationship. We tried really damn hard. I knew that I personally was never going to be happy staying in that status quo the way things were. So it had to end. After that, I seriously took some time. There was one girl I very briefly saw, and she was someone I had known way back when, and decided to get together, see what would happen. So before I go off on the rails about that one, because that was it was not a pleasant experience. It was also a little too early out from um, the relationship. I think I tried doing that only about 3-4 months, and it was just I was looking for someone to have some fun with. That's all it was. And by have some fun, I don't mean necessarily banging and stuff, but just hang out, have some fun with. No, that went really, really, really wrong and completely turned me off. So without going into too many details, me and this girl, we got together, we hung out a few times, and after that, she was already starting to play games. And I really, really despise playing games. Women have got to stop playing games. Men shouldn't play games either, and there's men that play games, and I've seen it from both sides. Um, should not play games. It's bad for relationships. So, that was it. I took a break. I didn't even date anyone again. Let's see, for about another 6 months, I think. 4 months, 5 months, we'll say maybe five, maybe 6 months. I don't remember exactly. Um, Put my head down, was focused on my work. I was looking to buy a house at the time. That fell through. Um, Finances, jobs started becoming an issue. Then I found out my department was closing down, stuff like that. But just before my department closed down, I started dating a woman that I was working with, and she pursued me. I did not pursue her. I really, honestly, wasn't interested in dating, and it was really funny because the first couple times we went and hung out, it really unnerved her. I wasn't hitting on her. I wasn't really flirting with her. I was just talking to her, being nice. I didn't know where she was relationship wise or what she was interested in, so I waited for her to tell me. But me and her dated off and on for about a year, and really nice woman, but she really liked to play games. Um, she was constantly saying how she couldn't figure me out, and she was hell bent on figuring me out. The only reason to try and figure someone out is so you can figure out how to control and manipulate them. I really enjoyed her company. I really enjoyed spending time with her, but I really honestly felt that she wanted me for what she could try and turn me into, not for what I actually was, not for who I actually am. And I had rediscovered who I was in all this time I was off, and I became really happy with myself, and I was really enjoying my life. And when I was, I enjoyed spending time with her, and we were having a good time and stuff like that, but she also had kids, and my kids were growing up, and I did not want to go back to doing kids again. So right from day one, I always said that was going to be an issue. I did not want to go back to doing kids or being with kids, because I was actually planning, like, when me and her hooked up, I was already planning on getting myself a vasectomy, which I did get. I've gone and got myself snipped. I think it was one of the best decisions I ever made. You get to a point where you just don't want to have kids anymore. You got to take personal responsibility. Took personal responsibility, went and got myself a vasectomy. Doesn't affect your sex life. 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 Doesn't affect your sex life.
Doesn't affect your sex life. Doesn't affect your sex life. Doesn't affect your sex life.
And that lady broke up. We still hung out. We were still friends. We still liked to flirt with each other. She liked the attention she got from me. I liked the attention I got from her. But we both started seeing other people. And I started dating within a polyamorous group. Just because I didn't want any strings, any commitments. So the easiest way for me not to have strings or commitments is date other people that are polyamorous, and I know that they're polyamorous, and blah, 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 blah. No strings, no commitments. I can just go and have some nice dates, stuff like that. Because I got to a point that that's really what I wanted to do, is I wanted to go out and date, and I didn't necessarily want to get tied down or anything. I just wanted to go out and date and have some fun with some female companionship. I was even cool with paying for the dates, stuff like that. Depending on what it is, I don't go out at any fancy restaurants. I always suggest places within my budget. But then eventually I met up with Tracy and we started dating, and all that ended. And then, now we have a wonderful common law relationship, own a house together, doing the whole our family thing. It's wonderful. I love it. So I don't suggest men go their own way. Men should definitely go their own way for a while. You definitely got to go your own way, learn your self-worth, become a bigger, better person that way. But that applies to women too. Because I really went off on a tangent. You know what? I'm going to smoke some weed, get my thoughts. So anyways, folks, I've rambled. I've gone on. Peace, love, take care. Comment section. Leave me comments. Whatever. Like button, subscribe button, notification button, whatever button. Till next time.